Anthropic launched Claude Design 2.0, and if you're stuck with design ideas between Figma, Canva, and a coding tool, this new release changes things. This video series is perfect for entrepreneurs, marketers, creators using AI to create designs. Because one of the biggest problems with AI generated designs is inconsistency. Every time you ask AI to design something, it can look completely different unless you give it a clear design standards. In this tutorial, I'm going to walk you through exactly how to build a design system in Claude Design and actually how to put it to use. Claude Design is usually found here on the desktop app. So I'll just click on it and you will open up the Claude Design on a separate window. Now this is how Claude Design looks. There seems to be a lot of information here. Not to worry, let me just share with you first. Here is the part similar like your Claude chat where you can type in what you want it to design. Okay, there's a few other options here you can choose from right below here. You can upload a file, connect to your GitHub, upload some Figma file for them or for this AI to be able to understand what you're trying to create based on the template. Okay, so all this here, if you look this, you most likely have none and none here for design system and none. So let's not touch this at this moment of time because our aim here first, you have to create a design system. Okay, if I'm going to scroll down a bit more here and go all the way here, just to explain what's going on this area. So these are projects. Projects are basically designs that I've created, okay, based on what I've actually checked on the above. But the design, or I won't say the design, I will say the project that I created is based on the design systems here. So here I have two design systems that I created. One is for the brand show and one is for another side project that I'm working on. Okay, so template wise, I'll touch upon it later after I've created a design system. Now, if you're just experimenting with a project, then you don't need a design system or you don't even need templates. You just need to type in the projects section. If you're setting up your design system for the first time, then you need to definitely use the design system function to create a new one. And if you're creating a repeatable structure or template like carousel, PowerPoint slides, for example, then you should be using a design system and template. The next one, if you are doing production work based on your company's brand standard, then definitely you need 3 of them. Okay, now I'm going to create a new design system that is specially created for a new digital product that I'm going to work on in all this tutorial series. Alright, so I just click on design system. So they will ask you, right, you want to add a design system? If you're using Figma, GitHub, or uploading slides, PDF, or some of your assets to teach Claude what you want to design, you can just create here. If you're using, if you really have existing web app that already have some components, some design UI that you want Claude to use, you can choose this option. Okay, and that's actually generally mostly more for developers. For me now, I'm going to do the first one, right? Create here. Okay, so I'm going to click, and you'll open up the design system. Right. The questions here may change, as Claude evolve this product. But important thing I noticed is first you need to definitely have a name, the company name. So I'm really not sure what product I want. I'm just going to call product name. I'm going to just call it Story SG. Okay. And my product is actually a web app, okay, that uses messaging to help people save and write stories. Okay, that's what my app is about. Okay, there's a name because you need to provide them a name so the AI has roughly some idea what you're creating. And over here, if you're familiar with it, you can link code from your GitHub repo. If not, another option, you can link code from your computer. So basically, if you have some code base as in a Style UI or React components, you can actually upload here as well. And the other one, you can upload a Figma file. Here you can go and search and find, you can upload a Figma file. Or design that you like that you can find from Figma. And the other one, we can also upload fonts, logo, or assets. Anything that you want that you already have, you can upload and put them and upload to this this new design. Okay, so I don't have all this, right? I'm not going to do any of all this uploading stuff. It's just a new brand, like I say, a digital product. But I do have some idea what I want. Okay, so I'm going to put in some colors that I found. Okay, just put in here. Okay. So if you have some font palette or color palette that you have found and you want the AI to use it, you can add all this information here. Okay, add any other notes. If you want any specific things, perhaps certain font that you don't know the font name, but you know what kind of font design you want, you can also type it here. Okay, now if you are not a designer, or if you're a designer, you need some inspiration because you're not really sure what colors that you like. You can actually go and search, alright? So I'm going to just go online. Let me start off this first. So you can go and Google and search color palette, right? And you can, from here, depending on the website you like, you can go to this one, the first one, and they will show you, a list of. You can explore the color palettes, okay? And you will find something that you like here. Okay, might be useful for you. Or if you have a particular brand that you actually love the colors, you can also search. So for here, maybe I will find Yakun, right? So Yakun is a Singapore brand. And here is an AI reply, but they provide you some information, the color palette that they use. You can check out and see whether you may like this in your design. Next option for you, you can search for Figma design. For here, for example, I can do a Figma design e-commerce and you will be able to find some templates that you may like. Okay, here, so let's say that you will like this particular design. Click on it, you can open our Figma and try to save a copy locally. And using that local copy, you can upload to Figma. Upload to the Claude Design. One more is the UI style kit. Okay. You can also find UI style kit on certain design that you may like. Same thing, you can search for UI style kit for certain brands, certain colors, or something that you like. Okay, so these are a few options for you. These are something that you can explore if you have really no idea what design you want. We'll go back to Claude Design. So now, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to generate. Okay, I'm happy with what I have provided here. I'm going to continue to generate. Once you click that, you'll see it'll take about 5 minutes. Okay, so 5 minutes, take a break. Go and make a noodle or something, and just wait. And sometimes it may take more than 5 minutes, depending on what information you have provided. If you provided more files inside the template, it may take a little while longer than 5 minutes. Now generate. Okay, so create design. Keep this tab open and come back in 5 minutes. So I'm back before 5 minutes. And the reason, I think there are some questions, right? Because I didn't provide a lot of information. So Claude has some clarification they don't want to ask to make sure they're creating something that I want. So surprisingly, they say that the 5 colors I provided are WhatsApp exact brand palette. Interesting. And also they ask how to handle that. So they say reusing them may make the new product that I have, they're going to create, looks like WhatsApp. So with a few options, they asked me to shift. No, I mean for me, I would choose shift them to original but similar green. hope it looks nice. I'm not sure. I'll let them try to figure out for me. It goes like this. Then what surface does Story SG have? This define what UI kit to build. I'm going to do this. There's a marketing website definitely, a mobile messaging, a story feed. Okay, I'm gonna just get all of them. So you have a logo, icon set, or any brand assets to attach. Because I have no logo right for this particular new design. I'll just say yep, I'll just do I won't do anything. Let's see what they do, whether I can submit. What is the voice? So I will just say it's a casual and friendly. Type direction. So it's a friendly round. I'm going to select this as well. So there's no component scope. We'll do a standard set. What I say here. Yeah, I'm definitely going to do check mode. Everything that they recommend. Okay. Just remember, the more you select, the more tokens that you will use in this session. And based on what I've tried so far, it can use up to 50% of your 5-hour session if you're using a basic Claude Pro plan. So now let's go. Continue. Okay, so if you ask me to come back in 5 minutes, we'll see you later. Okay, just a quick status update. After I submitted the answers to the questions, well, over here you can see that Claude is building the design system based on what I've answered. So you can look the same for you as well when you are using your own Claude Design, right? And you can see here they're trying to create some of the components. They have their own checklist and they're still working on it. So I'll be back again later to see whether it's ready. Okay, now the new design system is ready. You can see it's completed here. They created 99 files. That's really a lot. We'll now look at the design system and it's pretty amazing to me. So they have created the content, right, about what the this design system is for and about. So they have also created some content fundamentals about the voice, and that's something that I actually forgot to put in initially. So if you want to have a way of communicating with your users or your customers, please make sure you have put in your voice, the type of voice that you like. If I just scroll down here, going through all the visual foundations, they even have an icon that you want to use. And like I said, there's no logos for this. We'll go and do that next time. And these are all the things that is being created, all the different kind of files and colors and typography, components. So all these things is being created, and they also have created a skills, right, for this design system. Okay, before I look at all the file right you have below, if you notice here, no file open. So what they have created basically, that all the projects files are all listed here. In between, all the design system files are all under this project files. I'll click on it and it open up. And these are all the design systems or the files of the design system that is being created. So there's really plenty of them. Now, if I click on skill here, you can open up and read the skills. Okay. This is what they have created. Okay. And you can close it, exit. Just go back to the project file. And you can see all these other components, guideline, tokens that are created. Okay, I'm going to go back to the design system. And let's scroll down again and see. So amazing, right? They have created certain brand, right? They created some designs that I can use. They have also have the color palettes that they recommended, which I feel is quite interesting, and I think it's definitely useful and definitely something that I will use. They also have other colors here that we can use as well, and they have even designed the message bubble And these are more colors. And these are some cards that they have designed. They all look great to me. And they have buttons, right? How it will look like if you're going to use this design system. You have feedback as well, which is basically the model. They also have certain form design. And this was, remember I click on the messaging. They also came up with some messaging template. Navigation tabs, story, and the Story SG marketing site. They have created a sample just for us. Amazing, right? So go down more. We even asked for the mobile edition, and they've also done a very simple mockup for us here. What else? They also have a corner radius, shadows, spacing in use, and even the spacing space was a lot. And everything, all this here are really amazing. A design system created for my new digital product in about less than 10 minutes. Okay, that's really fantastic. So where do you find this design system now? Let's just go back. Okay, let's go back. Why does it go back? Let's go out here, back to projects. And here, design system. You can see it. So I have created a new design system that is Story SG. Now there's actually something missing inside the design system. I'm going to click on it. So I always create carousels, and inside the design system they didn't create a template for carousel for me. So if I scroll through it, there's nothing there about carousel. Okay, so I'm going to create one now. I'm going to create a problem solution carousel template I can use. Okay, using this design system. So I'll click send. I'll just wait. Let's see if there are any questions about this template. So far, nothing. Oh, I was wrong. There's more questions that's coming up. Let's see. They're asking me what kind of the canvas size. So for this special case, I will just use the standard 1:1 aspect ratio. And how many slides in the carousel? I'll max it out so you can create 10 templates for me. What is the structure per slide? I will use this alternative slides. And the visual style, so I'll just say it matches the Story SG style. Content for this template, so I'll just put the generic. Okay, maybe I'll just put this. I'll just choose the Story SG sample copy. And the final slide is definitely a call to action, CTA. There's no photography, so let me see. I will just leave the image placeholder. Okay? You can put in the images of the slide later. So next I'm going to continue and let it build. So over here you can see what is all the questions that's being answered. And now Claude Design is building this. A few moments later, the template is ready. Let's take a look. Let's scroll down. There'll be something new, hopefully yes. There's something new here, the carousel that I actually asked Claude to create. Okay, so let me just click the edit button. And this is how the carousel looks like. Total of 10 slides. Okay, so this is the template. There's definitely room to improve for this template. Now let's try to edit the template, and I'm going to show you 3 ways that you can do so. So to edit this template, go to here, edit. There's a few ways. One, you can just click directly onto the this text area, you can type. Okay, you can start typing. And you type like this, it doesn't use up any token. Okay, so this is one way. Another way, you can actually, let me see, what is that? Let me just save first. There is another way, which is annotate, and you can draw. So I can just draw over here, and I just say, for example, increase the font size by 2. Okay, and Claude will be doing its work here and try to increase the font size. And another way, you can also comment. You can click on this and describe what you want to change and send it to Claude. Okay, this is also possible as well. And once it's done, usually it will tell you the new version is ready, and you have to refresh to see the updated design. Okay, just to let you know, this Claude Design 2.0 is new. Things may change a little bit, so just try to look around on the menu here if you cannot find the control buttons. Alright, so then this is done. So I'm going to just refresh. Okay, and did it increase the font size? Let me just check just a little bit. Okay, just by a little bit, not much. Okay, since the increased font size didn't work as well, another way to do it, you just edit, select this text, and over here you have all these editing tools that you can use to increase the font size. I can increase by 90. So to increase the font size, you can even change the color as well. Okay, and not so nice, let's change it back. Okay, so a lot of things you can do here using Claude Design. And that's why I mentioned that's one of the reasons one of my side hustle don't work anymore with this new feature by Claude Design. Okay, I'm just gonna save. This is going to be the new template. So now, one last thing to show you, where do you find this new template other than seeing it in the design system? You can go out to the main design page, scroll down, go to the templates, and here you have it. So that's the template that I created from using the design system. On this last part, I just want to show you how to use the design system to create a carousel. So over here, design system, I'm going to choose another one that I've created previously, the Show Design System. They have a template of how the carousel looks like. Okay, so I'm not going to choose any template from here because you'll pick up from the design system. So I'm going to copy and paste. This is what I want to create, basically a carousel based on the template in the design system. And here are the carousel content. So over here, I'm just going to create one Claude Design carousel just to introduce about what Claude Design is about. Okay, so I'm just gonna go click proceed and just wait for it to create. It might take just a couple of minutes before it completes, so I'll be back shortly. After a few minutes, carousel is ready. If you look at this design with the content, it's not too bad, correct? Of course, there's some room for improvement here. Perhaps on this slide first, there's something duplicate around here. Well, I can just go and edit. Okay, so if you're creating your own carousel, you can also follow this workflow, complete the design, and you can go and edit to fine-tune it to what you want. Subscribe to support our channel. See you in the next video. Bye bye.